3 months ago, I was trying to decide whether or not it was worth moving to the coast and whether or not we should stay in Leicester. But after the nightmare of moving, I've got to say it's probably worth it. Today is the start of the move down to Cornwall, and as you can see, my Zwift ride has been disassembled and all of my fan equipment and everything, and our bicycles are ready to go. And the next time you see this, as if by magic, it'll all, look at the camera, James, it'll all be set up in the new place. Fingers crossed. So the delivery guys arrived on a Wednesday to start packing for us, and on the Friday we drove down to Cornwall. No way. Oh, come on, out you come. All right. Right, I suppose I better come in slowly with the car. Oh, there's the house. And as you've just seen, we were greeted by a guest, and actually there's loads of peacocks that live round here, and they are a regular feature of where we now live, which is kind of cool. But on the Wednesday after the movers arrived, I then had to go to Brussels for meetings for my day job, and I got back on Thursday at about midnight. And then on the Friday, we drove the 6 hours down to Cornwall. But it wasn't over yet, because our movers weren't going to come down until the Monday. So on the Saturday and Sunday, we didn't have any of our stuff around us, and we had to stay in an Airbnb. Well, I say an Airbnb. We've got an Airbnb, and that's where we stayed. I'll come on to that a little bit later on. So I had 2 nights at the new house, and then on the Sunday I had to do a 6-hour drive to Heathrow for a business trip for the day job, again, to Japan. I didn't get back until the following Friday, so my wife, Wendy, had it all to deal with. It might take a bit longer than I first thought to set up my new studio to do my Zwifting in, because as you can see, Wendy and I have been trying to sort out stuff. Oh, that's the peacocks that you can hear in the background, and that's Wendy moving stuff. But yeah, this is where it's all going to be. But at the moment, we've essentially got a room full of boxes, and they're all labelled sort of slightly cryptically. So maybe no Zwifting for a few days. So let me show you around. Here is the new Zwift setup. And you can see that we've got a nice big telly at the end. We've got our little desk next to it with keyboard and mouse so that I can type away and control the game. Zwift Ride is all set up. Just need to get on the thing now, finally. And then here on the other side, that's for the day job. And then you can see that that is me currently editing this video, so that's my setup there. We've got some lights, we've got the microphone up there for when I'm riding and wanting to do some speaking. And then back here, still a bit of work in progress, there's a crafts area. So yes, finally, we're almost there. Still work to do, but definitely usable. So I mentioned before that the new house has come with an Airbnb, so let me show you around. So you have your own private entrance here at the end of the house. And if we go through here, then this is the door to the apartment, and it's fully self-contained. But just before we go in, let me quickly show you this private area that you get at the back, which is fully secured. So if you are bringing a dog with you, then it'll be perfectly safe behind here. And this is for your exclusive use. And then if we head inside, there's a key box there which you can let yourself in for if we're not around for any reason when you arrive. And then here we are in the lounge. So you can see there's a nice sofa, and that's actually a sofa bed. We'll sleep two. And then on the other side, there's another sofa and a smart TV. So if you've got Amazon or Apple, Netflix, so on and so forth, you'll be able to log in on your accounts and watch your favourite programmes after a hard day at the beach. And then coming through into this area here, we have a separate dining area, or you could use it as a workspace because there is free Wi-Fi throughout. And then you have a separate kitchen, and this is fully equipped. You've got dishwasher and washing machine, and of course you've got sink, induction hob, and then a smart oven, which is a combi microwave, grill and oven. All utensils that you'd expect to get in a kitchen are already here. And then you have your own thermostat, so you can adjust the heating to your liking, independent of the house where we live, which is upstairs. And then here's your bathroom, and it's a very nice shower. Trust me, I've used it. It's got an overhead and a separate handheld piece for the shower and a towel warmer. So all very nice. And then finally into the bedroom, it's got a Hypnos bed, and obviously all linen, towels and everything are supplied. And then you can use this door here from the bedroom to go back out to easily access the drive and bring stuff in and out as you please. My wife Wendy is running the Airbnb side of it for us, and she'd be happy to take any of your inquiries. I'll leave a link in the description if you're planning a holiday down to Cornwall near the Penzance area. Maybe come and stay with us. Well, here we are in Cornwall, and it has been, for the past 3 weeks since we arrived, fantastic. I mean, there's been a lot of hassle with the move, but it's all been well worth it. And what does it mean for the channel? I'm looking to expand it, let's say, with new interests, and hopefully you'll come along with me for the journey. So many opportunities here. We took the dog for a walk earlier on along the coast. There's people windsurfing. I used to windsurf a long time ago. Quite fancy another go at that. We've got a paddle board. In fact, and I've just bought this, which is a pump to make it easier to pump it up when we're down on the beach. So there'll be a review of that coming soon. We'll see what that's like. Of course, there's the Airbnb, which is quite exciting. And then there's exploring Cornwall to see what else it has to offer, not just where we live, but all around the south coast of England. I don't know exactly where it's going at the moment, but that's what makes it exciting. Moving here was one of the biggest decisions we've ever made, and it feels like it's the right one. Thanks for coming on the ride, and the next chapter starts now. We're on the coastal path, and we don't want to fall down there. That's a long way down, with some rather unfriendly looking rocks.